Today on the Dr. Oz Show, you don't have to live in agony anymore. Heal your chronic pain. No pills, no surgery.
Today, we are changing the practice of medicine.
The new invisible treatment your doctor hasn't heard of.
It builds a magnetic field around you, going deep into your body.
Is this the revolutionary cure you've been waiting for?
Are these things for real?
This is new cutting-edge research.
Dr. Oz investigates.
This is how we're going to change medicine today. I am more excited about this show than any other we have done this season. Because today, we are changing the practice of medicine. And you get the help. Now, if you've tried everything to ease your back pain, your neck pain, foot pain, arthritis pain, then this is the show for you. There's a revolutionary cure for pain that few doctors know about. Because it's not a new pill or surgery. It uses moving magnets, energy waves that change the way your body copes with pain. Wait till you see what we found.
You may not realize it, and you certainly can't feel it, but inside each of us is a raging electrical storm. A biological whirlwind that controls every cell, every nerve, every muscle, every thought. How you experience pleasure, and even how you experience pain. What if you could harness this powerful force field inside of you to feel better, sleep longer, and most miraculous of all, ease your chronic aches and pains? That's the promise of magnetic therapy, which uses the power of magnetic energy to redirect electrical impulses to the areas where you feel pain, so relief and healing can begin. The FDA has already cleared pulsed magnetic therapy for fusing broken bones, treating severe untreatable depression, and now to treat postoperative pain and swelling. It sounds like science fiction, but is magnetic therapy for real? Are we finally on the brink of a whole new frontier to reduce, even erase, your pain?
Now, just to be clear, we are not talking about static magnets like the kind you stick on the fridge. This is pulsed electromagnetic fields. It's pulsing moving energy. So Dr. James Dillard is a world-class pain specialist who practiced with me at New York Presbyterian Hospital for many years. So Dr. Dillard, are these things for real? I mean, how can magnetic therapies help ease pain?
Because the electromagnets actually affect the nerve cells. Nerve cells are electrical cells. And the magnetic fields can actually affect how the nerves fire and quiet them down without using drugs that most people are used to, and increase circulation in the area and aid the healing.
You take care of a lot of patients. When folks come to you and they want medications or surgery or needles, how do you convince them that magnets might be a better solution?
Well, I actually don't have to convince a lot of these people. A lot of my pain patients, they're sick of having too much morphine, oxycodone. They're sick of all the injections. And I'm trained to do that too. Many of my patients, and remember, more than 1 out of every 3 Americans is suffering with chronic pain now. 1 out of every 3. Many of my patients want to try something other than drugs, unnecessary surgeries, damaging surgeries, and these deep injections. So a lot of patients, I don't actually have to convince them. They want to try something else.
All right, so this is really important. I want you to understand it well. Here's what researchers say magnetic fields are doing inside the body. Inside this mat, there are electrical coils. And when electricity passes through there, it creates a magnetic field that moves through the body. And it whispers. There's 75 trillion cells in your body. And it goes deep into your body, places where sports screens and heating pads could never reach. For example, down around the spine, where that red, angry area is. Now, the magnetic field turns on, and when it does it, it activates these ions, these charged particles. And there are proteins in there, and there's signals in there, stirs these things up. And these charged particles bring in nutrients, but they also begin to influence things like blood supply. Now, when the blood vessels are going in here, the red blood cells are actually stacked. See, they're stacked like that? They're not supposed to be stacked. When they're irritated, that happens. So when you pass magnetic fields through there, that yellow line, it opens up the blood vessel. It breaks apart these red cells. They're not stacked like coins. So you can get deep healing, better oxygen supply, so the healing process takes place. You don't just feel better. You are better.
As a police officer, the pain impacted me tremendously. Trying to get in and out of the car, trying to deal with offenders. It's hard to do that type of job when you're in that kind of extreme back pain. The pain started 10 years ago. It was very bad, to the point where I couldn't couldn't function as a human being. Literally, I would be laying on the floor trying to do every kind of stretching. I would have to call into work, sit home, lay on the floor with ice on my back. It was bad. I tried chiropractors, medicine, and nothing seemed to work. Then I started researching online everything to do with back pain. And the one that struck my eye was electromagnetic therapy. As soon as I was in less pain from just one treatment. I woke up the next day and I started hitting it 3 times a day. Within 6 to 8 weeks, the pain was gone. I have no pain today at all.
So Mike, welcome to the show. So how is life different now that you've tried these magnetic therapies?
It's tremendously different. Pain-free, completely.
You're kidding me.
No.
I mean, describe your pain before this all started.
It was intense. I'd be laying on the floor with ice packs, seeing doctors, seeing chiropractors. Then the pain just got so bad that I needed to look into something else.
And did you talk to your doctor about it?
I talked to, actually I talked to him, no, actually I didn't. I didn't talk to him. I was...
Why were you hesitating? Were you embarrassed about not talking to your doctor?
A little bit, yeah, I think I was.
This is, for me, the biggest point of this show.
Yeah.
I don't want you ever embarrassed if you find something that works for you, just because we didn't know about it. I made a big promise to you folks when we started the program. I said, we're going to change medicine today. This is a novel idea, and I'm proud that we're able to uncover it and describe it to you guys, but what's going to change medicine is not me talking about it. It's going to be you not being embarrassed to talk to the folks that are governing you in terms of your health, that are giving you advice, that are trying to heal you. You need to tell your doctor. Do you know why? Because every other patient that doctor sees is going to benefit because you were willing to put your hand up and say, you know what, I was having bad pain, I wasn't getting relief, the medications, the injections, the operations, they weren't working for me. I want to try this new therapy out, and you know what, it worked for me. Please share it with other people. That's how we learn in medicine. I'm asking you to help us. I'm asking all of you to play a role in improving the care we give you. If you go back to your doctor and tell them you did this and it helped you, they're going to be curious about it.
More than 35 years ago, Nikken introduced the world to an ancient phenomenon, magnetism, applied in a completely new way. Since that time, Nikken has pioneered one advance in magnetic technology after another. With patented designs, proprietary developments, Nikken invents, develops, and offers unique applications, scientific breakthroughs available nowhere else, breakthroughs such as magnetic biaxial rotation. Revolving at up to 25 times per second, it creates a magnetic field that is fully active in 3 dimensions.
For 38 years, I have worked with major corporations worldwide, from Asia to America. And around 10 years ago, I was introduced by botanists to Nikken. And when I looked at it, I wasn't really for it because I wasn't pro-network marketing. And he asked me a few questions. He asked me if I understood it, and I said, of course. And he said, could you explain it? And I couldn't. And for years, I have taught people in seminars that you don't understand anything until you can explain it to someone else so that they understand it. So it was obvious I was caught in my own trap. I did not understand it. So I started to study it. And then I started to study the products. And I was absolutely fascinated with what I found. Worldwide, this company has attracted some of the most phenomenal people. Doctors, lawyers, accountants. Then they have truck drivers, secretaries, housewives. So you've got a cross-section of people that they come from all over, and yet they're all finding what they're looking for in this company. The company's got the products, they've got the marketing plan, and they've got the compensation plan that enables a person to enjoy time and money freedom. And in the 38 years I've worked with many of Fortune 500 companies, I have to say that I have been more fascinated and more impressed with Nikken from a corporate perspective than any company I've ever worked with. Now, when I say that, I've worked with a lot of good companies, and I couldn't put those companies down, but none of them were as focused on helping the people realize their dreams as Nikken is. And I find that everywhere I go in the company. You know, a lot of people have trouble with network marketing. They should get over it. And I think they will get over it by understanding it. because I believe network marketing is definitely the distribution system that's ushering in the new economy. We're not living in the world we grew up in. And the world that we're living in today is a totally different world. In the corporate world, the higher a person goes, the more money they earn. However, the more responsibility they take on and the less time they have for the things that really become important as you get a little older, like being with your family or taking the trips that you've always dreamed of. In network marketing, it's the complete opposite to the corporate world. The higher you go, the more money you earn, the more time you have, and the less responsibility you have. It's a bit of a phenomena, and if a person doesn't take the time to study it, they would miss it. I really believe if network marketing didn't exist, somebody would have to invent it, because it is without question a system for marketing that enables people to truly live their dreams. And that's a big statement. That's for any person to live their dream. I believe when a person looks at this and they've studied it, something inside them is going to tell them that this is what they want to do. And they should not ask anyone. They shouldn't even look sideways. They should make a decision just like that. Get an application and put their name on it. Because frequently we go and ask people, what do you think? And the person we're asking does not think. But they'll always have an opinion, whether they understand it or not. I really believe that anyone that looks at this and takes the time to understand it, their heart is going to tell them to do it. Well, follow your heart. Make a decision. Steve Bowe, who was the vice president in the Metropolitan Life Insurance Company one time, was speaking at a convention that I was speaking at, and he said, God's gift to us is more talent and ability than we'll ever hope to use in our lifetime. Our gift to God is to develop as much of that talent and ability as we can in this lifetime. I believe the founders and the executive staff in Nikken understand what Steve Bowe was talking about, and they've given us a process and a vehicle to do that.
I have helped hundreds of people, probably close to 1,000 in the last couple of years, through these wonderful products that we have. A week does not go by, and almost a day does not go by in my office that someone doesn't call me to thank me for how they've been helped. I cannot explain the gratification and the feeling that one gets. We've been hugged, kissed, and blessed through these products.
This company is all about humans being more. It's about it with the products, it's about it with the financial opportunity, it's about it with the philosophy and how you all behave towards each other, towards your friends, towards your cross line. This is going to change the way we take care of each other. It's going to change the way people take care of each other in the world. I'm very proud to be part of this business.
I believe that people want to be part of something big, something really very special.
It's really about all of us working together. It's not about power that one has, it's about empowering others.
These products, they work, they deliver, they help every human being.
You have the opportunity to give so much to so many, but you will also be rewarded, and you will have so much in return. And that is the gift of Nikken.
The first initial contact really was when a friend came, who I've known for quite some time, sharing with us these products because he heard that Lily was not feeling well. Lily was diagnosed with an illness, and 3 years into her illness he came in to share these products, and he did a couple of those funny tests that we do, muscle testing, and I just paid him a couple of dollars, and I said, out of here, you know, Lily is in the care of the best doctor in Canada, and you are coming to tell me that these products are going to help her. So, and that was really the first contact ever with Nikken.
I continued on the same journey with my neurologists and my family doctors for another 3.5 years, and I was being fitted for an electric scooter the spring of 1996. At that point, the products were reintroduced, and it was desperation, essentially, that led me to have a bit of an open mind. We decided to give the products a chance, at least.
And within a few weeks, something was happening. We were not sure exactly what was happening, but she was feeling a little bit better. She was waking up, you know, with a smile. Her energy level was better. definitely she was feeling much more, you know, healthier, let's put it that way.
We became very excited essentially because the products delivered. They gave me back quality of life that I never thought I'd have again. And over the course of the next few months, I realized that everybody that we knew needed the products.
So we decided, okay, now how do we get the products? So the gentleman said, you know, you need to become a distributor. I said, no, I don't want to be a distributor. I want to buy the product. He said, you have a choice. You buy them either wholesale or retail. And of course, wholesale made more sense.
And that's what started our journey in Nikken, just sharing the products, believing that everyone had stress, believing that everyone needed the products. And when we introduced Nikken, it was to our family, it was to our close friends, to our business associates, to people that we had known in our community. We had no idea that it would be as far-reaching as beyond Unionville, Markham, Toronto, Ontario, beyond Canada. Nikken is different because it has a heart and soul to it. Nikken is about humans being more. Nikken is about humans being more silver training. Nikken is about the 5 pillars of health. Nikken is really about impacting people's lives. We just don't have a service. People don't get attached to a service. They get attached to a product. We get emotionally charged when we've got a product that has given back quality of one's life. Nikken is definitely a leader in integrative health, integrative medicine. It's where East meets West. We don't say to people, don't see a doctor or forget, you know, the medical profession. We all have to work together in this. And this is where we've got products that are non-invasive, non-chemical. We just sit on them, sleep on them, drink the water, use the air products, take the nutritionals. These are passive products. I like the idea that you don't have to change your lifestyle to use the Nikken product.
If each one of us can just go and change the lives of 5 people and have them see the benefit of having a wellness home. We are really blessed that Nikken came into our lives. We're going to be eternally grateful, and sometimes I get really tears in my eyes when I remember how Lily was and how we as a family, we were not a healthy family at a certain time when she got sick, and it's very touchy to be able to help Lily and then her parents.
Hey, my name is Rick Murphy. We're in Austin, Texas. We're actually getting ready to have a gathering tonight, and we're going to show some people some really great technologies that can do awesome things for your family's health, focusing tonight specifically on water. A little bit about our company. The name is Nikken. We've been around for about 40 years. We have spent hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions, to create an environment to give people the power with our technologies to help them clean their water and their air and keep the chemicals out of their food and their environment, which is something really great that a lot of people are increasingly more aware of, and it's something we're very proud to be affiliated with. In fact, one of Nikken's partners recently is the Healthy Child, Healthy World Foundation, and they're dedicated to creating awareness and then helping people know the technologies that moms and dads and grandparents and everyday folks can easily have the power to be able to clean up the environment that so many big companies have been putting things into our food and our water and our air. And this is something where normal folks can come and say, hey, with a few easy, simple steps, we can come and start to take that power back, and we don't have to suffer from the ailments we're suffering from if we partner with the right company. So first, I just want to help you become aware tonight, and we're going to focus on water in particular. And then second, show you some simple things that you can do, and I hope you enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, and that's where we're going to get started with that. So as you can see up here, we have lots of different water. And I don't know how familiar you are, but I would imagine if you're watching this over the last few years, you've to some degree been aware that we've had some real challenges with our water. The pharmaceuticals in tap water, the pesticides in tap water, the heavy metals in tap water, the chlorine, and all these different things. And something a lot of people don't know a lot about is the acidity and the alkalinity in water. And acidity is actually very bad for you, and alkalinity is where you actually want to be. There's so many studies out there today about how acidity in the body is a breeding ground for cancer, is a breeding ground for even obesity is one of the big symptoms of acidity. And our diet's very acidic. A lot of the beverages we drink are very acidic, and folks just don't know a lot about this, and the only units on the market up till recently that could even address that literally cost thousands and thousands of dollars and can take multiple months' wages, which put it out of reach for most people. Well, our company's come out with a big breakthrough to help you be able to have that power in your hands, and I'm going to demonstrate it to you a little bit tonight. So a lot of you guys out there already are saying, hey, I'm not going to go the tap water route, and so people take different choices. And what we do is we have some of them up here tonight, and we're going to demonstrate just a quick test so you can see the power of this filtration units that we have and then the simplicity of it, and I hope you enjoy it. You take a look at this first one. It is by Nestle. It's called Pure Life, and I'm not here to slam any companies. I'm just here to let the results show what they show as to where they're going. And people pay 50 cents, $1, $2, up to $4 for some of these waters up here. You know, and they think they're getting fancier waters, and what kind of quality are you getting? Now, even as I do this, I'm going to ask you to go educate yourself on what is in the different waters you're drinking. Go look online about bottled water, about tap water, beyond this demonstration. But here's Pure Life water from Nestle. Here's a real common one, Dasani. A lot of people use this one. I see this all the time. And I'm going to pour just a little bit of this in here, and you'll kind of see why in just a minute. We're going to take this one right here. This one's for babies. This is called Pure. Purified water, preparing infant formula and mixing with cereal. Let's see what this one does. If I don't spill the glasses here. There we go. And then we're going to take Fiji water. This is a more high-end water that people pay a lot. I think this one here was $2.69 for this bottle right here. Now, by the way, a lot of you probably know also that there's a lot of studies out today about BPAs in your plastics and how many problems they're causing with people with different cancers and so on and so forth. So the water quality aside, the BPA issue is a big deal. How many of you guys know people that are in sports and athletics that use like Gatorade for high performance? All right, now we'll pour a little bit of that in there. And then how many people, when they get stomach aches or get sick, go and get Sierra Mist or 7-Up? And I've got a Sierra Mist right here. I'm going to crack it open and put just a little bit in here, and we'll see what goes on with that. Now, as I told you a moment ago, acidity is a very big deal. And everybody, as we're sitting here talking, do you guys in this room want your body to be more acidic or more alkaline? Which one do you think? Alkaline. We want it to be more alkaline. Okay? That's where your body is in a state of health, in a state of homeostasis. So what I've got right here is just a pool testing kit. And this is so easy to use. Anybody can do this. Just to quickly demonstrate to you the deal here. And if you look on this chart, as you're up towards purple, red, or pink, whatever color that is, that's more alkaline. As you get down towards yellow, that's more acidic. The other side's chlorine. If we have time, I'll do that in just a minute. But we're going to focus on the pH level on this side over here. And we've got these real simple drops. And all you have to do this test, and you can do this yourself at home, just go get a pool supply kit, is we're just going to put 5 drops per little container here. We'll see what happens. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do the same one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm counting so that you guys know I'm being uniform here. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's check out some of the results up here. See what happens. You guys can take a look as I swirl this up. What color do most of these turn?
Yellow.
They're yellow. And yellow is what? If you take a look up here on the scale, is yellow alkaline or is yellow acidic?
Acidic.
All right, so these little pH drops, almost all of these beverages up here turn acidic. In fact, highly acidic if you look at some of these right here. And what does this do to your health when you drink these? And what does it do to your body when you bring it in? Your body has to struggle to convert it to pH so you can stay healthy. So we're out doing something for our health. We're paying a lot of money for these different waters and these different beverages. And we're spending millions and billions. Cowboy and I were at a grocery store. He's our partner, Steve Gross in Bernie, Texas. And we were at a grocery store yesterday, and people were going out literally with jugs of this stuff in their containers, thinking they're doing right for their families. And they're going home and they're drinking BPA-rich, generally worse than tap water in terms of the contaminants, and it's acidic inside your body. And you can see the Fiji water, the only one that tests roughly pH neutral, about a 7.2. You're looking at spending $2 to $3 for something of this size, which is way more than gasoline. So it's a real challenge with people. Now, what I want to show you with our filtration system, and this is the Nikken water bottle, and this is the Nikken waterfall. These two technologies here, let's see what they do in a very simple, very easy to use test as well. Now, something else interesting about this, these products right here are NSA 42 and 53 compliant. And what that does, it not only does the pH, it takes out heavy metals for taste, for odor, for clarity, takes out bacterials, biologicals. This stuff is absolutely off the charts. In fact, the only other things that even touch alkalinity on the market cost thousands of dollars, and they basically make pH neutral or alkaline dirty water. Okay? This is not only cleaning it and filtering it, but also making it, well, we'll see what it does here in a minute. And I'm actually going to use, this bottle is empty right here, I'm going to use this big gallon here, since it's the biggest one up here, and I'm going to fill it from this, just to kind of demonstrate what it can do, rather than even using something that you guys didn't see. We actually filled the waterfall out of the tap here, because that's too big to use with a bottle. But what color was this when it came out of the gallon jug here? Yellow. And yellow means? Acidic. Okay? And I'm going to put the filter on this thing. And by the way, this little bottle here, you can get it for about $50, and it lasts about 3 months. And you change the filter every 3 months for only about $15. Isn't that crazy, you guys?
That's cool.
And the other thing, so this is about a dime a refill, and even the bottle itself says BioGreen Technologies. How many of you guys are concerned about your family and your grandchildren when you're putting bottles in landfills that last over 1,000 years before they degrade? This has a special enzyme in it that degrades within about a year when it reacts with the methane in a landfill. It does absolutely no ecological harm. The same thing with the waterfall. It would disappear if you put it in the landfill. Now let's see what it does when you pour it into the water. So I'm going to take another empty cup here, turn it upside down, and I'm going to pour a little bit of our Nikken water in there. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing with the drops that I did with all the others. Now remember, this is about 10 cents a refill, also filtered with the 42 and the 53. Those are independently certified. And then I'm going to show you this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What color is that?
That's paint. Red.
Somebody asked you guys a question. Is this good for your body, being alkaline? Or would you rather have the acidic stuff going into your body?
No, that's it.
So I want to check this out. All these hundreds of millions and billions of dollars people are spending, thousands a year in landfills, are a less healthy choice. This is about a dime a refill. This is even less than that if you get the home unit. And it's actually doing this for your body. What do you think would happen if you were able to put this in your body on a regular basis?
Better.
Pretty amazing stuff. In fact, I'll test the waterfall since I'm standing up here real quick. I got it here in front of you just to show you. I'm not very elegant reaching across the table, but I hope you'll forgive me, but I'll show you with the drops. So this one right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What color is this one?
Pink.
Purple as well, pink or purple. So this is the home unit. This is the portable unit. The cool thing is this is just right around $300. You change the filter maybe once or twice a year for about $40 to $50. Guys, this entire unit, our fanciest home unit, is less than the filter change on anything else out there that produces ionized alkaline water, and this does both. And if you're familiar with hexagonal microclusters, this even does that. This is an unimaginably cool water system. I've been doing this for a decade. I still get excited about it. Okay, now check this out. So here's what I'm kind of thinking. Look, I like to eat pizzas and hamburgers, and I like to have a good time, and I'm going to drink a soda from time to time. I live in the real world like all you guys do. What we're looking for is how we can give people an assist to live healthy, yet not have no fun. How many of you guys like to be healthy but still have fun?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I kind of always jokingly tell people, you get a little Nikken in your life, and you're out with your family, and you're trying to live a clean life and trying to be healthy. What would happen if you could take your toxic diet, and you could start to add a little Nikken to it? What color does that turn it when I add this to it?
Pink. Perfect.
Is that pretty powerful that we could actually convert it? What would happen if the people that you loved in your family, you were able to give this to them and put it in their hands? Could you help them have a healthier life just by making some simple changes? How about some baby that doesn't even know what they're getting and has no power even to choose, that probably doesn't want acidity and pharmaceuticals in their water? Would it be nice to be able to put something in them that's a little bit better? And then there's just some things and some people you just can't change. Look at the so-called sports performance drinks. I can't convert it, folks. Does that scare you if that's in your body, if you can't convert it?
Yeah.
Check out the Sierra Mist. I can't convert it. Does that worry anybody?
Yeah.
So as we check this out, you can see some pretty powerful technologies here that can really change people's lives just by making simple choices. Now, one of the cool things about Nikken, this is just one of our leading edge products. We have technologies that can help you with your air, your water, your sleep, your nutrition, your aches and discomforts, and all of them are as easy to use with this. Now, I want to ask people, a lot of people don't try to make these changes because they think it takes a scientific background and where am I going to find the answers? How many of you out there could do what I just did today to, number one, get clean, fresh water in your house as easy as filling something up?
I can do it.
Number two, how many of you guys could help share this with other people easily by doing what I just did? Does pretty much everybody feel like they could drop drops in a glass of water?
Yep.
It's pretty simple. Well, number three, how many people out of 10 do you think you would show this to would be interested in having this kind of technology in their life and in their home, even beyond these technologies? Probably a pretty good number, 5 or 6 or 8 or 10, most people. And the last thing I want to just kind of say to everybody is, as I told you before, my wife and I are 40 today. We've been in this company for about a decade. We're passionate about it because it's something that we can be inspired by, and it's the mission of Nikken, which is humans being more and helping people live these balanced life. And the people we're affiliated with and the companies we're affiliated with are, number one, going to raise awareness, and number two, we're going to go out and spread the word. And we're actually looking for people, too, that want to help spread the word. And if you can do what I just did, and you think people would be interested, it's as easy as that to make anything from a second income to a massive income to a retirement level income and everything in between with this powerful company. And it's no more difficult than what I just showed you tonight. So as you guys are out there, and I know I just threw some stuff at you, the first thing I would say is it's very, very simple to get these technologies in your home and become someone that utilizes them as a customer. Talk to whoever gave you this and show it to them and say, hey, how do I get this stuff in my home? If you're interested in sharing it and making any level of income you want, talk to who gave it to you and say, hey, how do I use these technologies and how do I be a part of spreading the Healthy Child, Healthy World message of changing the world one home at a time? How can I be a part of that to earn an income? We'll be happy to show you. And above everything else, I just want to thank you for your time. We appreciate your doing this. I hope you found it interesting. I hope you had a little bit of fun. And we would love to be a part of helping you change your home. And I thank you for your time. Have a great night.
Magnets are big business. Do they work?
It's unbelievable. To me, it's unbelievable.
Magnets are unbelievable to this man and many others. How do they help people, and how are they being used? Each morning, Roger Soucy of Croton-on-Hudson, New York, puts these two insole-shaped magnets, which cost about $100, into his shoes and begins his day.
Good morning.
Good morning, hon. How are you?
Yeah.
How's it?
His progress has been spectacular. Not only is it spectacular because after 6 weeks of wearing these magnets constantly, he feels that he has less pain, less discomfort, he's sleeping better. But now, for the first time in 3 years, his foot is sweating. You're wearing the magnets all the time?
Every day.
All right, take the other shoe.
The significance of the sweating is that many diabetics lose the ability to sweat in their limbs. This loss can lead to infections and traumas, which can lead to amputation. According to the Centers for Disease Control, more than half of all lower limb amputations occur among diabetics.
Gradually, this pain started to leave me when I started wearing this. And it's just fine. And I'm happy with them, so.
Now I'm going to decrease because we're trying to find
In an effort to get to the bottom of this magnet mystery, Weintraub devised a year-long study in 1995.
And what I found was very striking. I found 75% of the diabetics and 50% of the non-diabetics got better.
I would wake up with the most unbelievable pains in my feet. I used to put water on them and go take baths, ride a bicycle. But, you know, it was terrible. And then now I'm fine. Sleeping. It's unbelievable. To me, it's unbelievable.
So I want you to continue to wear them constantly because the effect will wear off if you don't utilize it.
Dr. Weintraub is pleased with the
significant reduction of pain, of numbness and tingling, and also burning pain in the feet. I was also one of those people who was extremely skeptical until we decided to do these studies scientifically and look at the facts. there is some biological activity here.
Kenko M-Strides are the latest result in a long process of Nikken research and development that began with the company's very first product, MagSteps, a revolutionary magnetic insole, the first in the world. MagSteps yet durable surface of the M-Stride's base. When you walk, their constant movement produces a subtle but energizing stimulation. Active massaging contact circles. Exclusive Dynaflux technology that produces a dynamic, constantly changing magnetic field. Greater coverage and depth. For an active lifestyle, in sport or dress shoes for everyday wear, M-Stride's insoles do what nothing else can. From the company that does what no one else can. Nikken. This powerful technology is incorporated in the new Kenko MagFlex. MagFlex combines lower back support, Dynaflux magnetic technology, and triphase technology in a single design. In the MagFlex, strategically placed Dynaflux magnets extend coverage over its entire area. Far infrared technology and negative ion technology add to the feeling of relaxation and comfort. This reflects the Nikken approach to technology. Straightforward, reliable physical principles that are put to use in unique applications and designs. Advanced thinking, which will always identify a leader.
Do you suffer from arthritis-related joint pain? According to U.S. studies, over 46 million adults, juveniles, and children suffer from this common cause of disability. Arthritis remains a growing problem. Almost 2/3 of the affected people are under age 65, and more than 60% of those are women. Osteoarthritis can lead to joint breakdown, causing chronic pain, lack of mobility, and joint replacements. Healthcare costs top over $1 billion a year in medical care and lost earnings. Break free from pain today. Begin living that active, healthy lifestyle you deserve. How, you ask? Take all natural Osteodinks. This twice-a-day solution is so safe, you can even give it to your cat or dog. Backed by 30 years of research and development, Osteodinks' patented technology reduces inflammation and bone loss. It increases bone density and stimulates the production of cartilage. Wow, there's no other product like it on
various bodily organs. And every day, our bodies go to this bone bank and say, hey, I need calcium to synthesize proteins. I need calcium for their neurological system. And it goes and it withdraws calcium from this bone bank.
The calcium and phosphorus that enters our body, either from the food we eat or from a calcium supplement, cannot be used directly by our system. It must first be absorbed and converted into specific compounds that our body needs, and then stored for use when it's needed. That exchange of calcium and phosphorus is what our bones do. As we age, our bone density does decrease. So what does density have to do with it?
When we say bone mass and bone mass density, here we are talking about how much of the bone matrix is tight enough, that how much is the porosity of the bone matrix. The tighter the bone matrix, the smaller the pores are, you can hold calcium much better. As we grow old, these pores, they get larger, and whatever calcium supplement you would like to provide to the bone would not be withheld within this larger pores.
Osteodense optimizes our ability to replenish bone density, which in turn enhances that exchange of vital minerals such as calcium and phosphorus that our bodies need to thrive.
We have to withdraw a gram plus of calcium and phosphorus from our bones every day just to go along our daily lives, just to live and breathe and do what we need to do. And if that's not added back, then again, you're running a deficit. And what the Osteodense will make sure you do is not only you're not running a deficit, you're actually running a surplus.
So you require calcium supplementation together with the Osteodense to augment bone health.
We should be making biochemicals. We should continue to synthesize biochemicals naturally that instruct our bones to continue to not only withdraw calcium from the bone bank, but also build back. And because we lack certain biochemicals and need these to be replenished, our bone density decreases as we get older and becomes a problem as we get on and on in years.
Osteodense, a brand new category, a brand new product, the latest innovation in health.
For those of you who've taken a look at the Osteodense and read the package and looked at the supplemental panel that's on the back, you may ask yourself, what's really special about Osteodense? And I'll tell you in two very simple ways. Number one, the active lactoferrin enzyme derivative that's in there, which I call osteoferrin, is unique. Not only has it been isolated in a patented way that nobody else can copy, but it's been isolated in its active form. This is the bioreplenishment component that needs to get into your cells so that it can do the job that it needs to do to give you total bone health. The other aspect that's entirely unique and patented as well is what we call the portin. This is the port in. This takes that active lactoferrin derivative and puts it in the cells where it needs to be. And it does it in a very precise and a very controlled way so that we're not taking a scattergun approach to getting this important biochemical in where it needs to be. In fact, it's a laser focus so that it is in efficiently, and we make sure that we optimize the components that are in here for your better bone health. As far as who should be taking Osteodense, who should take advantage of this bioreplenishment product, I would answer very simply. Women over the age of 35, particularly if they've had children, should be taking Osteodense and a calcium supplement. Men over the age of 40 should be taking calcium supplement and should be taking Osteodense. And other people in the population who, as I stated before, have experienced negative pressures or who have put negative pressures on themselves either because of smoking, because of drinking, because of strenuous exercising like weightlifting and distance running, those are the people who have highly stressed their skeletal systems. They can also take full advantage of Osteodense.
Welcome back, everyone. Heart disease remains the #1 killer in America. Everyone knows that there are statin drugs out there, aspirin, surgery, even diet, and all of these are vital for healthy heart. But a new study is grabbing the attention of many doctors across the country. And here to tell us more is natural health care expert Dr. Mark Mincola. Good to see you.
Great to be here. Thank you.
So there's a new study out there that does not include surgery, does not include all these drugs, but instead includes magnets.
Temple University researchers have been working for years on thinning oil for engines and pipelines with this magnetic technology. They've now applied the same technology to thinning human blood.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Incredible.
What about side effects? Because we know statin drugs often have side effects.
Sure.
I mean, they're out there. So what would this do?
Well, the authors of this particular study at Temple say, hey, you know something, it's amazing. There are absolutely no contraindications, no side effects whatsoever, and complete replicatable response here. So they can replicate these over and over and over, same numbers.
Now, what would we be talking about here, Mark? I mean, is this something that someone would do daily? Would they do this once a week, a month?
Well, again, in this particular pilot study, this very early phase of things, they're finding that 1 minute